was not expecting Infinity Nikki to post as much as they have leading up to this 2.0 live stream. They just dropped another teaser, and despite how short it is, there is so much packed into it. So let's try to break it down. We start out in this golden sand scene. We see what I believe is the dragon here. We see these guys playing the trumpet, which look very Roman just based off of the helmets. I will say definitely the story is going to revolve around the sun. We have the sun on the floor. Of course, we have this gleaming light, not to mention that one of what we think is the 5-star banner hints at it being sun-themed. So next, the teaser shows us this frame, and I just want to point out first in the back, we are in another collapsed world, just like we were in the 1.5 season. In the center, we have what I think is a dragon. And if you look really, like if you're zooming in, it looks like it is chained there. In the center in front of it, you see this little red dot. I think that's Nikki. Shows really just like how huge this dragon is. Like, what do you mean they're demi-dragons? That's a full dragon. Behind Nikki are these two figures. I don't know if they are people or if they're statues, just because if Nikki is that tiny speck, they are ginormous. Like, that is huge. I'm actually so excited to walk in that area and approach giant dragon bones. That's very exciting. Also, this was not part of the teaser. This was actually part of the promo for the live events that they're doing in various cities. We see this outfit here, which most resembles this outfit. Then they show us this area here, which at first I thought maybe it'd be Spirit, but then we have that mushroom statue in the back, so maybe it's Shroomville. But then in Nikki's vision, we saw the Shroomlings in a forest, so maybe this is Shroomville, or it's the Forest of Slumber. At the end of the video, we see Nikki in this collapsed world where she draws back her bow and arrow and she pierces. Maybe it is the light, maybe the light is a metaphor for something else. So going back to kind of these banners in the previous teaser, I had originally said I thought this was a sun banner and a dragon banner. I've seen other people say they think it's sun and moon, and I think that that's possible. I mean, like I said, there's such an emphasis on the sun, so definitely there's something wrong with either that or the light. Maybe the sun and the moon are battling. Just because they're reaching for the star here, it feels very significant. I mean, definitely if we look at mythology, when the sun and moon are out of balance, it creates a chaos or a collapse. Kind of doing a little detour back to this dragon, this is really interesting because it's chained up and it's not asleep. I did talk about in another video that was going over the latest Infinity Nikki article, it says, in the forest of slumber, colossal beings lie in deep sleep. And I had thought maybe these are the demi-dragons. And then something else that's mentioned that I kind of glossed over but is kind of important. Every glance at them feels like witnessing the endless cycle of life itself. And if we look at the caption for this teaser, it mentions an eternally revolving cage. Now, is that the eternal sleep that the dragon's in, that's the cage? Is this like the Blue Tier season where we end up entering the mind of the dragon? This is actually in the dragon's mind. I mean, it is caged up. We can kind of see the chains, and maybe it's on this revolving rock that's just floating aimlessly in an ether in a prison. Maybe that's why these statues or whoever those things are there. Kind of referring this back to the sun, I think of the Egyptian sun god Ra, who represents the cycle of life. And if the dragons are these colossal beings slumbering and witnessing them feels like an endless cycle of itself, they are trapped in time, essentially. Like, time has stopped. Like, I feel like it can be either or, this endlessness. When you take away, let's say, the sun god Ra, when you take away this light, it would stop time. And Nikki is here to pierce that light to, save this dragon. Or, I don't know, maybe it is a sun and a dragon, and then the dragon is reaching for the light. This is my third round of trying to make this video. My mind is mush. I'm just like talking circles at this point. Yeah, if this season is super myth inspired, I love that because I love mythology so much. And the Roman statues are like throwing me off a bit. Like I would love to kind of like pin down the culture a little bit more if it's inspired by a single culture, because I was thinking so much about brainstorming so much stuff before this video, and Those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think, because I only know so much. You guys might know something that I don't, and I would love to hear it and, just yap about it. And apparently they're going to just keep, I think they're going to keep posting stuff every day until the live stream, which is so exciting. So looking forward to the next thing. Everybody enjoy and happy playing.